Hey there everyone. Okay, so this is a follow-on from our previous video where we showed you how to do the rigid strapping technique for plantar fasciitis, the one that we call Lodi. Now, a number of people are allergic to strapping tapes, and they're also allergic to the kinesio tapes as well. So I'm going to show you a way of strapping your foot if you're allergic to tape. Now what you need to do is you need to either get a brand of tape called Hypafix or Fixomull. Now usually these, because they're made of different components, they don't cause an allergic reaction. So if you've got this injury and you need to strap your foot, go and buy some of this first. Now it's a fabric type tape, and what it'll do is it'll protect you from the adhesive component of the tape and stop it from affecting your skin so you don't get that itchiness and that allergic reaction. So what we're going to do is I've already pre-cut these so it can speed the video up. We're just going to grab the tape, we're going to peel it off, and we're just going to basically place it wherever this tape, the sticky tape, the rigid tape, is going to come in contact with our skin. So I'm going to chuck it at the ball of my foot, and I'm just going to overlap the pieces, and it's important that you make sure that the pieces overlap. So we'll just keep on going. Okay, so just going to put those down and cover all the bare skin. I'm going to run these all the way back through to the heel bone. Okay. And you'll notice how we're overlapping the pieces to make sure that we don't expose any skin. Now all the way back to the heel, and then you're going to pat that back. Okay. Now we want to use a piece that's also going to go around the foot as well. So we'll grab this piece, and if you're concerned about the tape bunching up when you do it, if you tear it and you just do a little bit at a time so that it doesn't all get caught and bunched up, you chuck it on. Okay, so you'll notice once again I'm overlapping all the pieces, and then what we can do is we can peel these back. And we can wrap that all the way around to the other side of the foot. Okay, so you'll notice that I'm covering up the skin all the way around, and then I'm going to put another piece that's going to go straight over the top here as well. Okay, so we'll peel this back. And we're going to pop that straight over the top. Okay. And you'll notice that there's still a little bit at the heel here that we're going to just cut one more small piece to cover. Okay, so now we've put that on, this creates a base layer for me to then chuck the rigid tape on. And the technique is exactly the same as if you were doing what we did in the previous video. So we're just going to grab the pieces of tape and we're just going to put them down exactly the same. So we're going to put one at the front of the foot. We're going to put another one at the heel. Okay, and then we're going to run pieces down the foot. So we want to take these and we're just going to measure the length that's required. We're going to pop that underneath our big toe. We're going to push the big toe away from us and straight down into the heel. And you'll notice that the pieces only touch the tape. And we push that into the arch, and then we're going to repeat that several times, just like in the previous video. So we're going to do another piece underneath the big toe. We're going to twist that down, twist our forefoot away from us, and we're going to pat this into the heel and push it into the arch. Okay, now we're going to do two more of those. So we're going to put another piece at the ball of the foot, twist the forefoot away from us, straight back behind the heel, pat that down, and then another piece underneath the 4th and 5th toe, twist the forefoot away, pull the tape all the way back to the heel, pat that into the arch. Okay, now this replicates what the plantar fascia does. I'm not going to go into all the detail we did in the previous video, but you can go through and look at the first low-dye video that we did. Now we're going to run pieces down the foot transversely. So we're going to start in the middle of the arch, pat that down, and you'll notice once again I'm making sure the pieces only touch the tape. Now I'll put another piece in front of that and overlap them. Another piece behind that, and another piece behind that again. Okay, now we're going to run pieces around the foot like we did last time as well. So I'm going to measure several pieces that go around the foot. So we're going to put 3 pieces. So I'm starting behind the big toe joint. We're going to take this, we're going to wrap it all the way around the heel to the other side of the foot, and we're going to do that 3 times. So we'll measure again. You've got to measure each time because you want to make sure that you're not touching your skin. And this piece, like in the previous video, it's going to go on an angle down, and I'm going to run it around on an angle on the other side of the foot. It overlaps on the heel. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that piece, tear it, and we're going to pat that in place. Okay, and that's going to squeeze our fat pad. And we're going to do that again. We're going to measure. And this piece is going to go on an angle. It's going to go up, and it's going to come down on the other side. Okay. Now, you'll notice that once again, it doesn't touch my skin at the back on any point at all. Now we're going to lock that in place. We're going to put 2 more pieces under the foot. So we're going to put 1 piece here, and we're going to put another piece just in front of that. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to put a piece over the top of the forefoot to lock everything down. So we're going to measure, and we're just going to gently place this straight over the ball of the foot without putting too much tension. Now you can either push up on the ball of your foot so the forefoot splays and pat this down gently, and the same with the other side. Okay, and then you can let go. Or when you do it, you can stand up, and when you stand up, you can put the piece on top and then put your weight on it and spread it out and tape it down in place. Now this will help to, taping it this way will decrease that allergic reaction, but what I would do is every night I would still take this off, redo it again the next day, which means you'll go through a lot of tape, but it's going to help to splint the plantar fascia, prevent the allergic reaction, and help to heal your injury. Give that a go.